and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is Film My Run on Zwift. My name is Stephen Cousins and we are broadcasting live around the world on Facebook, on Twitch.tv, on Mixer and on YouTube. While we're getting everything set up, it would be absolutely awesome if you could go and subscribe to the Film My Run YouTube channel and also the Zwift Runs and Rides YouTube channel. You can also find us on Facebook at facebook.com/FilmMyRun, on Twitter at FilmMyRun, and you can also go to the website, which is www.filmmyrun.com. It's very nearly time, so sit back, relax, and watch me do all the hard work. Right, well, we've got some problems. I cannot see chat at all. I know that chat is coming through on the screen, but I can't, for some reason, my internet is not connecting to the chat screen, which is a little bit frustrating. So I've had to jump off the treadmill. We're following the leader at the moment, so that's H. Wilson, who's running at 3:50 per kilometre from the USA. Closely followed by B. Collins from Ireland. Let's just have a look at H. Wilson. Get the map out. There he is. Right, Wilson. So this is Hunter Wilson. He hasn't got a heart rate monitor on, but he's running at 3:52, which is a perfectly reasonable speed to be running at. He's done 1 kilometre so far. I'll give him a ride on, and He is a level 13 runner. He's done 683 kilometres on Zwift so far. And he is currently leading the ZRS Cupid's Chase race. So this is the Zwift Race Series Cupid's Chase for Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day to you. I really do apologise because I cannot see chat, and I'm going to stop again in a second. I'm not racing. You can tell I'm not racing. I'm just gently running this one out. Darren Van Dit is 5 seconds behind, and R. Karsten from Germany, he's a little bit further back in third place. So we've got H. Wilson, Hunter Wilson in first, B. Collins in second, Karsten in third, Van Dit in fourth, Josefowski is in sixth, Becca Ward is first female in seventh place at the moment overall. So let me just try and get chat up and running again, because I'm just going to have to jump off a second and see if I can get it sorted, because my keyboard's not working either, so bear with me. Right, I can't see anything, so I'm going to have to try and keep my eyes on. Not racing, just faffing around, says Jonathan Cost. I can see the messages when they pop up on the screen, like you see them on the live stream, but I can't see them on my kind of proper chat thing, so I just have to keep my eyes open on the left here and see if I can see them. Right, so H. Wilson is in the lead. Let's have a look a bit further back. So B. Collins is right behind Wilson. B. Collins has a heart rate of 164 at the moment, so he's working hard, pushing it to keep up with H. Wilson, and in fact is going at 336 per kilometre, so faster than Wilson at the moment. So Hunter is being hunted down, as it were. So this is the Cupid's Chase Zwift Race Series for Valentine's Day. There are 150 entrants, although because I'm in Group A, I can only see the 21 that have entered in Group A. So B. Collins is second out of 21 A Group runners. So this is Brian Collins. Brian Collins is a level 8 runner, 217 kilometres on Zwift so far. He's nearly at 2 kilometres in this race. He's also a level 15 cyclist, and he's got heart rate monitor on, so by all accounts we can check that he is doing what he says he's doing. Darren Van Dit is going at a ridiculous speed. Oh, he was. It looked like he was going at 2 minutes per kilometre then. I think that must have just been a jump in his heart rate. I mean his Zwift pod or something. So we'll go, so B. Collins is now in the lead. Brian. Hunter is second. Darren is third. Let's just go and have a look at Darren's stats as well. Collins' heart rate has suddenly come down, right down to 136. It was at 164, but that, of course, that might have been the spike that you often get at the beginning of these runs. So anyway, let's go back. Darren Van Dit. Let's give Darren a ride on. So Darren's from Malta. Darren streams. He will be streaming this live. So if you want to go and have a look at Darren's stream, you can. You'll see him racing in his house. And let's have a look at Darren's stats. Darren hasn't done any cycling on Zwift. He's a level 21 runner. and he's just over 2,000 kilometers on Zwift. So he's racking up the miles pretty swiftly. But he is the highest level you can get, 21 on Zwift. He is currently in 3rd place, but he is right behind Hunter Wilson and catching as well. All of them going at around 330, 340 per kilometre. And Darren's heart rate is 176. So we know that Darren is working really hard already. 255, 2.5 kilometres into this 6.4 kilometre run. Let's have a look at Karsten from Germany, currently in 4th position in Group A. Let's drop him a ride on. Karsten is 7 seconds behind Darren Bandit, so Karsten is having a little battle with the Canadian just behind him, called Mulaf. Performance Mulaf. I can't read the whole thing. Karsten's got a private profile, so we can't see anything about Karsten here. There is a photograph of him with his dog on the front. But we don't have a name, we don't have any stats on Karsten, I'm afraid. But he has got a heart rate monitor on, and it's reading 172, so we know that he is working hard. So, Brian Collins in 1st. Darren Bandit now in 2nd. Hunter Wilson in 3rd. R. Karsten in 4th. And in 5th we have Specific Performance Mulaf from Canada, coming up on 3 kilometres run now. So already they're not far off halfway, are they? So here's Specific Performance from Canada, 3 kilometres done, crossing the bridge to the volcano. No heart rate though. I'm so sorry that I can't see your chat, guys. It would be a lot more entertaining if I could, but for some reason it's just not coming up. And this chap has also got a private profile, so we can't see any information about him, but currently in 4th place in the Cupid's Chase race, rounding the volcano now. So we'll go through the middle of the volcano shortly. If you've not seen Zwift before, so this is the volcano route where we actually go right through the middle of the volcano. You get to run right past the lava flows. So Specific Performance has now overtaken Karsten. So he's in 4th and Karsten is in 5th. So Becca Ward is our first female. She's leading with Christophe Verdun behind her, 7 seconds behind. And Griffian from the USA is battling it out with Christophe from Belgium. But Becca Ward we know very well. She's wearing a heart rate monitor. She's currently at 152 BPM, top woman runner from the USA. Very often when she takes part in a race, she is the lead female. So Becca is top level runner, level 21 runner, 1,746 kilometres on Zwift. She's a level 29 cyclist as well. She's aged 43 from the USA. And she is currently in 1st place in Cupid's Chase. Christoph. We know Christoph very well. Christoph's a regular on Zwift, regular runner on Zwift from Belgium, joins in loads of the group runs, the group workouts, Wednesday workout, Monday run club, and all of the Zwift race series as well. So I wouldn't be surprised if he's level 21. I'm sure he is, but let's just double check. Yeah, Christoph is level 21, 1,437 kilometers run on Zwift. And he's 39 years old. He must have started late, actually, because he's only on 1 kilometer, just over 1 kilometer. So he must have been a late start. So Griffin from the USA in Group A. Let's just give Tri-Coach, who's in Group C, a ride on. Let's just give actually let's give a couple of these people who are in Group D. So Schrick from Germany, Coates from the UK in Group C, Garot from Canada in Group D, and we've got our man from the USA, he's in Group D as well, and Andarcia, we've given him a ride on, looks like from, oh, what's that country flag? Romania, possibly Spain. It's not Spain, is it? Anyway, Lucius in Group B. So then we've also got Jaffna now. So Jaffna is in Group A. Jaffna is 3.9 kilometers in, nearly 4 kilometers in from Sweden. Let's have a look at Jaffna's stats. So Jaffna is a level 5 runner. This is Johan Jaffna. Johan Jaffna is 44 from Sweden, has only run 78 kilometers on Zwift, but is kicking it out at 15 kilometers per hour, just a bit faster, so just under 4 minutes per kilometer for Jaffna in Group A. He's 9th at the moment, so 9th position for Jaffna. Well done to him. Passing some Group D runners there. So groups C and D and B must have gone off a bit earlier than Group A, because we did start at a very odd time. Gary Corcoran just finished work, off down to Cornwall soon for a winter break. Have a good time, Gary. Just caught that one. So I can see some messages as they come up on the screen, but then they disappear again very quickly. So I have to just catch them at the corner of my eye. So I do apologise if I don't see your message. I'll try and catch as many as I can, but we are concentrating on some of the runners at the moment. Running right through the middle of the volcano now. I've done 2.5 kilometres, no, not even 2.5 yet, 2 and a bit. I must be last place in Group A, so let's move back a bit. So Rivera from the USA in Group B, and Mikhail Georgi from Germany in Group B as well. LH, Group C from the USA. Schnee from Canada. Nice name. And Jay Allen is in Group B. 28th out of 33 in Group B. Jakobshangen from Germany, Group D, and Rumeli from Italy in Group D as well. Rumeli. Alvin from Sweden, Group B, and Manik from Germany, also in Group B, heart rate of 150. Baranowski from Germany, from the USA, running in Group D, and then we've got Sanderson. Is it Mark Sanderson? Heart rate of 152 from the UK, running in Group B. Trapeau from the USA in Group C. And 16th in Group C is Rip Kemmer from the Netherlands. Sandoval from Canada. Heart rate of 155. 25th place in Group D. Actually, let's go forward in the groups and see who we can find in the lead of these groups. Laura Eppelbaum there, 12th in Group B. Kay Holder, 11th in Group B. Kirsten in Group B, 9th. B. Coles. That's a fast pace for a Group B runner. Now look at this. This is not on, is it? These should be Group A runners. If you are running at under 4 minutes per kilometre, guys, you should be in Group A. That's not fair on the proper Group B runners. So you've got Hung there, Group B, 3:55 per kilometre currently. Jay Evans is in Group C, he's 7th in Group C. And Wills Gilling from the UK, 6th in Group C. Getting to the front end of Group B here. Sandor is 3rd. Jay Smith from Ireland, 2nd. And leading Group B in the Cupid's Chase with a heart rate of 169, 170 is Bodes, B. Odes from the UK, running at 3:56 per kilometre. That really is Group A standard, guys. If you're running 5k in sub 20 minute pace, then you should be in Group A. So these guys here, Bodes and Smith, look at Smith doing 3:46 per kilometre at nearly 6 kilometres in. Darren Van Dit in first place with nearly 6 kilometres done. He's not far off the end now, 500 metres to go for Darren. Heart rate of 181. He is 13 seconds ahead of Brian Collins, who's in second place. Darren is running at 17.5 kilometres per hour. He's still in zone 4 of his heart rate, 181, just touching zone 5 there. So he is working really hard, pushing it for these last 400 metres to make sure he gets in. 15 seconds behind is Brian Collins. There are 22 runners in Cupid's Chase, Group A. So let's just follow Darren to the end. There's the volcano in the background, nice view of that, and the mountain in the foreground there, or in front of Darren anyway. Less than 300 metres to go now. So 200 metres for Darren, coming into the Italian village. Darren is going to win Cupid's Chase Group A this evening. Here in the UK, it is just after 6:30 in the evening. So Darren has done 6.3 kilometres, nearly 6.4 kilometres in the same time it's taken me to do 3 kilometres. He's going twice as fast as me. Coming up to the end for Darren. Can't be far off now. Banging it out now at 19.5 kilometres an hour just to ensure the finish. 21 seconds ahead of Brian Collins. And there he is. Should be crossing the line any second now. There he is. He's crossed the line. He's done. Well done to him. And all sorts of runners now crossing the line. Jay Smith's crossing the line. B. Collins is crossing the line. Karsten is coming up to the finish. Well done to him. There's Karsten. Cornish from Scotland in Group D. Riffin from the USA. They're all coming up to the line. So loads of runners it's been timed. So loads of runners cross the line at around about the same time. Group D, C and B. All coming in around the same time to the finish. Kirsten is in Group B from Germany, to 150 metres from the end now. 9th place for Kirsten. Ruse in Group C, 10th place for Ruse from Spain. Voigt in Group D, coming up 12th place for Group D, S. Voigt. And Ferris is from the USA, coming up to the finish for Group C, a 12th place for Group C. Ferris and Voigt again, and Ortman. Kay Holder in Group B, 11th place. Laura Eppelbaum coming up to finish. 12th place in Group B for Laura Eppelbaum. Well done to her. Is she top lady in Group B? Higginbottom in Group D, coming up to finish. And Philpott from Group B from the UK. Ryan Downey coming up to finish. Group B, 14th place for Ryan. Well done to him. Heart rate of 176, working really hard there. Good job. Becca Ward, Group A, first lady in Group A, is just rounding the bend to the finish. So she will be first lady. Heart rate of 154. Obviously, sometimes ladies' heart rates are lower than men's, but she's still in zone 5, so she's working really hard. And she has crossed the line. Mandeville from the UK, Group C. So loads of runners just coming up to the line now. Tobin, oh, where's Tobin? Well done, Tobin. Right, so let's get back to me. So we've seen most of the lead runners crossing the line. I am currently 18th out of 22 runners. So let's just bump the speed up, shall we? Put the fan on. I can't see any more messages. So let's just get 3 kilometres done. Very comfortable heart rate at the moment, so let's just get 3 relatively speedy kilometres done to finish off Cupid's chase. So Deleart from Holland is 7 minutes ahead. I don't think I'm going to catch Deleart from Holland. Griso and Ferguson are up ahead, but they are a long way ahead. So it looks like I'm on my own. 17th, I must have passed somebody just then. Is it a smart treadmill, Angela? Oh, that must be in response to somebody else, Jonathan, sorry. Blaze, thanks for the ride on.
Ride on!
I've been missing everybody's ride-ons as well, sorry. Concentrating on the lead runners in groups A, B, C and D. And Matthias, thank you for your ride on.
Ride on!
So into the volcano. Angela says yes, it's a smart treadmill. And Ken Scramstad, thank you for your ride on.
Ride on!
Carl, thank you.
Ride on!
And Jonathan Coss, thanks for your ride on. 2.5 kilometres to go. Zero % elevation, 13 kilometres per hour, 4 kilometres done just about, running through the volcano. Just getting the heart rate up a bit now. 142 BPM. Had a very relaxed first 4 kilometres. Eric Meehan, thanks for the ride on.
Ride on!
And Sorensen, Vidar, thank you very much for your ride on.
Ride on!
So about 9 minutes of running left. T. Ruse from Spain, thank you.
Ride on!
And Christophe Badu as well. Thanks, buddy.
Ride on!
So well done if you raced Cupid's Chase tonight. Great job. I'm still running it, but I'm letting myself off. Done a lot of miles this week, and some miles still to do, still in training for Trans Gran Canaria 128k race in March. So speed is not my thing at the moment. It's distance and time on my feet that counts. Got my camera pointing the wrong way, haven't I? That's a bit better. 2 kilometres left to run. Carsten, thanks for the ride on.
Ride on!
Well done in your race today, good job. What was it, 4th place for Carsten today? Carl says, where is everyone? Well, I took it very easy in the first few kilometres just so I could concentrate on the lead runners commentating on the front of the race. So they've now all finished. I've got about 5 people behind me, and the rest of the group A, are at least 7 minutes ahead. So I'm not going to catch anyone. So I'm on my own now for the last 2 kilometres. I might catch some group. See, look, there's a Group D runner there, 1 minute 50 seconds ahead. Whether I catch them or not, I don't know. But I did notice a lot of Group B runners who were going at Group A pace. So those Group B runners really should be racing in Group A. Baranowski's suddenly 1 minute behind me. What's happened there? But he's still done more distance than I have. He must be ahead of me. I think that's just because of the volcano route. There we are, it's changed again now. So 5 kilometres done, 1.4 to go. About 5 minutes left to run. Yeah, Carl, definitely. Thanks for the ride on, whoever that was, I just missed it.
Right on.
So I don't think I'm going to catch Baranowski from the USA. He's a minute ahead. We've only got just over a kilometre to do, so I'm not going to catch him. Rory G, thanks for the ride on.
Right on.
Right, last kilometre we'll do at 14. See how close we can get to Baranowski before the end. Doesn't make any difference to my position though, because he's in Group D and I'm in Group A. Yes, Matthias, I heard that. So Matthias just saying that in the Zwift cast, they are talking about enforcing groups, enforcing your category when you enter a race. Just passing Herbert Krabel there. He's on a free run, he's not part of the race. Looks like I am going to catch Baranowski after all. Karl-Heinz Engel, thanks for the ride on.
Right on.
Baranowski's decided to walk. $600 meters to go. And James Smith, thanks for the ride on.
Right on.
Horvath, is that a Hungarian flag? Thank you for your ride on, buddy.
Right on.
It's so easy to get set up for Zwift running. All you need are a few things. Firstly, access to a treadmill. Either at home or at the gym, it doesn't matter what kind of treadmill you use, any treadmill will work with Zwift. Next, you need a foot pod, preferably a Bluetooth foot pod, and the most popular ones to use at the moment are the Zwift Pod or the Stride. Then simply download the Zwift app onto any of these devices. So a Mac, a PC, an iPhone, an iPad, an Android phone, Zwift even works on Apple TV. Pair your foot pod in the app, possibly add a heart rate monitor if you like, and that's it. You're all set up for Zwift running. So pouring with rain as we come to the last couple of 100 metres of the Cupid's Chase Zwift Race Series run here on Valentine's Day. Should see the finish line just around the corner. Just finally got into zone 4, so we've done a little bit of work. Should see the finish line any second now. Where is it? Ha! There it is, just up ahead. Just by the fountain, and there we are. So, no scrambled numbers, by the way. Look, no scrambled numbers at the moment. Let's just go down a bit. Oh, it's like 3 at the bottom. So maybe those are people who have not yet upgraded to the next version of Zwift, because it's usual to get a lot more than that. Interesting. So only 3 scrambled numbers at the bottom. So Darren Van Dit was first, Brian Collins second, R. Karsten was third, Jay's Specific Performance was fourth. Hunter Wilson, who was in the lead initially, he came fifth. First in Group D was C. Wang, but he should have been in Group A. He should not be running in Group C. He has got an average pace of 3:51 per kilometre, so he should be in Group A, not Group D. Christophe Verdu, Becca Ward First Lady, well done to Becca. And then first in Group B was B. Bodes, well done to him, average pace of 4:03 per kilometre. So we'll just about accept 4:03 per kilometre for a Group B run. That's okay, we'll have that. Group A would definitely be 3:30 per kilometre, 3:40 per kilometre. So Group B, anything over 20 minutes for a 5k. So if you run 4 minutes per kilometre, you're going to do 5k in 20 minutes. Now 20 minutes is, under 20 minutes is Group A speed, really. It's not elite speed by any means, but it's Group A speed on Zwift. So we'll just about let these guys off, Bodes and Smith, who have done really good races, really good times, 4:03 and 4:07 per kilometre. And you can see average heart rates are not far off what you would expect, so they are running that. There's no kind of cheating going on in that sense, but they are hovering between Groups B and A. R. Sandor, 4:11 per kilometre, well done to you. Young. And first in Group C was De Martin, 4:12 per kilometre. Again, that's a bit fast for Group C. We want Group C to be around 4:30 per kilometre. Well, but well done anyway. So where are we? Hang on a second. I've just scooted past a load of people here. Why is my mouse playing up? There we are. Okay, De Martin. So then lots of Group B runners, all around about the right pace. Laura Eppelbaum there. Unless there's another woman ahead, Laura Eppelbaum is possibly First Lady in Group B. Ryan Downey just behind her. So well done to all those Group B runners. And second place in Group C is Car Bayal. And third place is MW. Alderson gets fourth place in Group C. Well done to you. Mikhail Georgi there. Riviera, Group B. So there's Deliart, who was about 7 minutes ahead of me, and R. Millers, Grissot. And I'm down in about 80-something place down here. There's me. 6:13 per kilometre. Only made an effort in the last 3 kilometres, really, so unsurprising. But look, average heart rate of 125, so I really wasn't trying very hard. But that was because we were commentating, we were looking at other runners, so I'm giving myself that excuse. I need to walk to get to 6.5k to get the points. We want 10 XP, there we are, 10 XP points. In fact, we may as well just walk out another 250 metres. I'm so sorry for not being able to see chat, guys. It doesn't happen very often, but for some reason today, my chat page that I use to look at everybody's comments would not load. So the only comments I could see were the ones that flashed up on the screen and then disappeared quickly. So I didn't catch many of them. Apologies for that. The ones I did catch weren't for me anyway. I had private chat between Angela and Jonathan Cost. Oh, there's one. Look, Christophe Verdu. Strange, I'm in the results and only did 3.8k during the race. Interesting. Oh, yeah, of course, because you started late, didn't you, Christophe? Well, Ward Verlinden, thanks for your ride on.
Right on.
Jonathan Cost says, Darren, he can't see chat. Oh, yeah, I can't see chat. But I'll have a look when I finish the stream. I'll turn off and I'll go and have a look on Facebook at the messages in retrospect, and I'll reply to anyone that needs a reply. Right, so that's it for today. Only one session today, nice short one. I did quite a few miles yesterday, what with my session in the morning, and then I went off to Bristol and did about 20k in Bristol. Doing an interview, so that took it out of my legs a little bit. So I had a rest this morning. I can see Darren saying "oh" there now. See, if I can see chat if I glance it momentarily on the left there. So tomorrow, what day is it tomorrow? Saturday. Park Run is cancelled tomorrow in my town, so I may be able to get up and do something in the morning. We'll see. Otherwise, we'll see you for Monday Run Club on Monday. Unless there's something exciting on. Monday Run Club. Last week we had Sean Jefferson doing a Monday Run Club HQ special edition. So we'll see if that's on again on Monday. Maybe we'll do that, or we'll do the standard Monday Run Club. Take care, Ward. Thanks very much. So thanks for your chat. I know I haven't seen any of it, but I know you guys were there. I'll probably see you for something tomorrow. Keep your eyes open. Take care. Bye.